What's going on, everybody? Today was a crazy day in the market. The market was looking on fire, right? I hope that you guys took full advantage of it. This is why it's important that I tell you when news is at hand, reduce the amount of money that you're trading, because if you got caught in that FOMC chop yesterday, it didn't look good for you. Now that the news is in and it was digested, now you can put on a trade. And we saw how the market reacted today. And hopefully we can finish the week strong so that next week we can get to that next area of resistance in the SPY, right? But aside from that, it's also important that you have watch lists for every sector so that you know exactly what to look for, and if it's too late for you to join the uptrend in a day trade, and if you can spot the best trade for a swing trade, the best area to get in. So real quick, we're gonna get into the charts. We're gonna break down SPY. All right, so right now we have the weekly chart up on the SPY, right? You see this breakout right here, right? You have this little pennant on the SPY, downtrend pennant, and now a breakout here. So this is a really strong breakout, and now we're reaching that level of resistance that I had previously talked about, right? And we want to see if now we're going to get the pause that we was anticipating. Yesterday was a little bit of a pause, but not that much, right? If you look right here on the 30-minute chart, I see the pause that we had yesterday. We came all the way down to the bottom of this range, and it quickly got bought back up, right? Had you not been paying attention to the news, this would have been suffice for you to be able to make a judgment call, right? So today we saw another retest inside of the box, and once it came out of this box, it was over. SPY was going, and you needed to get involved immediately, right? So you can see all day we were above VWAP, and that was one of the main indicators that I was using to look through the stock market. But immediately at the open, I also noticed communication services getting a lot of buying. So I was able to capitalize on Snap and that big movement that it had there. And the reason why I chose this stock or the other stocks, because everything was aligned, right? There was no real resistance here compared to other stocks that were bullish in this sector that was either not a good setup on all time frames. I was looking at communication services. Now we have healthcare that we have to look out for, because healthcare was the strongest today. So now we have to look for ideas in healthcare. You can clearly see this bull flag breakout. Simple trading, guys. Simple trading. You need to get your head in the game, and you need to eliminate confusion. Stop filling your head with nonsense and junk that's all over the internet, thinking that the next indicator is going to be the one to make you profitable. Stop thinking that. Know what you're looking at, put your head in the game, and make sure that you are prepared for days like this, because today is the day that you got to get paid. You understand? All right, so now we're going to get into some bullish stocks. Right now we're going to start off always with the SPY. I'm going to put the SPY up here because I know that a lot of people trade the SPY, and I want you to be prepared for what's possibly next. So right now we're seeing a little bit of a sell-off after hours, right? And what I want you to be aware of the most is the next resistance on the SPY. So in the next resistance on the SPY, we're looking at this 453 area, right? So ideally, anytime you get this bullish run like this, you want to see a pause, right? You want to see a pause like we did over here so that you can set up and get involved for the next bullish run, right? So right now, if we don't get a pause right here where we're seeing this sell-off, we're definitely going to have another bullish day, and then we're probably going to pause up here around this 253 area. And then we can get involved and start adding to the positions that we have, or at least have an idea of what's going on, whether it's day tradable or swingable, right? So we're looking to see if you can swing it, or if we're going sideways and you just need to day trade it until you're able to swing it again. So now we have resistance coming up on SPY around 450. If we don't get a pause now, we'll get it then, right? But we can't say anything because the market does what it wants, right? So right now we also have Tesla, right? Tesla setting up. It still has a little bit of room to the next resistance. Today we still want to see a breakout above this high, right? And then if we get a breakout above this high right here, now we can see at least till the next to the previous resistance of 264, and you know it's very likely that you can also have a push all the way up to here to this 280 area, which if you look back on SPY was the last support for this range up here. So that's why we're looking at this as the next resistance on SPY. And after that we have Amazon. Amazon looking for a 2-3 day breakout right here at this green line. So if you notice, we've been really consolidating up here. You can very well draw a box in this area. So right here we have this uptrend, the high over here, the low down here. So we're really looking, I'm not really going to count this up here. This was like a blur. But right here is the breakout area we're looking at. Today we kissed it. And tomorrow we want to see if we're going to flag a little bit. And then towards the end of the day, we get a push out of this 128 area. So 128 is what we're looking at in Amazon. And then we can see a continuation to the upside. We've had enough pause here where we have space if we break out until the next resistance at 137, right? We have AI on this list. AI had continuation today to the upside. This stock has been running. You know that AI has been running the markets right now. So we're looking at the next resistance up here at $50, right? And we're also probably going to flag until tomorrow and then see another breakout, right? So a lot of good setups coming in. NVIDIA has just been a monster. It's just been a monster. We're still consolidating up here though. And also running off of the AI news. We want to see if tomorrow we get a bullish push, right? Who knows how far this thing could go. We're seeing it sell off after hours. If we sell off and break this trend here, which I think we might have already broken, right here, boom, we come up like this. Most significant areas right here. So if we break here, then we can see another consolidation area over here. So it's not 100% right now that we're going to see a push to the upside. If we close well below this, then tomorrow we can see a retest of this line here and go sideways until the market decides what it wants to do, right? Because we've had a pretty strong bullish run. We had that FOMC news yesterday, and then we saw the reaction today in the market, right? We had CVNA and Carvana. So right now we are also looking for this to flag and to break out a previous highs, and then we have all this room until the next resistance. So if this breaks above, right, and you see a continuation on the weekly, right, you want to be a buyer as long as we get above this $35 area, right? So right now we are basically ranging between 24 and 27. And once you see this flag continue, we'll probably get another pause right here at this resistance. And then above that, you could probably take this for a longer term play. And then you can see a lot of upside in this stock, right? So we have Microsoft over here. Microsoft has been super strong. And right now we are at all-time highs. So there's no telling how far this thing could go. And you just have to play it safely, right? If you're up already, I would definitely start taking some off the table just in case this thing reverses on us, and leave some positions for the long term, right? Microsoft is a good company. So definitely working with that AI stuff. We are seeing the Russell shares. We still have some room right here. We're pushing up. If we push up here, then you can see the market follow after, right? Because this is kind of like an indicator for the bigger ETFs. So this right now, if we get above this resistance of 190, you can see it continue run up to this 197 area, right? And once we get above this 197 area, this would be considered bullish also, right? So we have Google over here. Let me clear this chart out. Move drawings, right? Right here. So right now we are still consolidating in Google. So you see this range right now, and this means that we do not have a clear direction for the short term. Obviously, long term we went up, and now we're pausing, and this is consolidation here, waiting for the next breakout around this 126 area, right? So this is a good setup right here for a swing trade, right? Assuming that the market stays bullish. So here we have Oracle. Oracle's at all-time highs. We have Meta. Meta is looking to probably fill an upcoming gap, I believe it is. So right now we have this movement over here, and this is a gap that it's filling right now. So right now we're pretty much at that gap fill, and we want to see if we see continuation to the upside. So today was a breakout out of this consolidation here, and it was really a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day breakout. So that's a 5-day breakout on Meta. So that means that it's a pretty strong breakout. Tomorrow we want to see a little bit of flagging, a little bit of continuation, right? So if tomorrow we get a consolidation day, do not be upset. That does not mean we're bearish. We just mean that we're pausing over here, and then probably the day after, or we'll start ranging inside of this area, and then we'll see the next push to the upside, right? Broken out yet? So right now we're looking at Shopify, and we're still looking for a breakout on Shopify over 66. So pay attention to this 66 area, and the next resistance is at 72. So 66 to 72, you're looking at like a $5 move. I feel like we might get a bullish day tomorrow, and then we're gonna pause after that, right? We're gonna take a break because it's been moving crazy, right? So Shopify right now, move up, 3-day pause, and then we're looking for a breakout to the upside. We have UPST. I've been calling out the stock for weeks now, and we are definitely bullish on Upstart. Right now, we are at a key level, and we want to see some consolidation at this key level, which we are getting. Tomorrow, this could be a huge breakout. Remember I told you this, Upstart, tomorrow. If we get a break to the upside, this is going to be my #1 watch. This is going to be a stock that I'm going to watch like a hawk. Upstart could really give you a lot of gains tomorrow, all right? We have Snowflake. Snowflake made a tremendous comeback after earnings. It had this sell-off here, and now we're getting upside this box, right? So we have this resistance coming up here at 200. Another stock looking for another bullish push to the upside, and this could very well put you in a position to win, right? Snow is another one. SQ. So, I mean, I don't want to overwhelm you with too many different tickers, but there is a lot of opportunity right now. We see Square. Square is resting right at the 50-period moving average on the daily, looking for a 5-day breakout also. So this is in the bag with Meta and Snap and all of these stocks that had a tremendous move today, right? You see this consolidation right here and the bull flag right in the intraday price action. This is what we're looking at, this area right here at 66. So over 66, we're going to be getting to this $70 resistance. And then above that, we should get a pause around here. And then we'll have a lot of room over 73. So I'm not going to go through the rest of these. So that's it, guys. We have a lot of bullish ideas going on right now. A lot of bullish ideas. A lot of them are, especially in the tech sector, a lot of them have very little room to run. A lot of them are at all-time highs. So at that point, it's better for you to start looking at other sectors that still have a lot of risk to reward so that you can put yourself in the position to win. Keep up the good work. I hope you made money today. And until next time, peace.